Imani Tech has been leveling the playing field in GTA Online since 2021. With just one upgrade, you can turn the mighty Oppressor Mark II and the Deluxo into overpriced paperweights. That's right, griefers are going to have a much tougher time in 2025. There's a lot to unpack, and if I'm honest, it's taken us a while to get there, so let's jump in. The Bravado Gauntlet Interceptor is one of the fastest police cars in GTA Online today. It can now be equipped with the missile lock-on jammer, but armor plating, mines, and the remote control unit aren't supported for the Gauntlet just yet. This car costs $5,420,000 plus the Imani Tech upgrades. The Benefactor Sterling GT is a classic sports car with bullet-resistant windows. You can equip this classic with the lock-on jammer only. Other Imani Tech upgrades aren't available for the Sterling just yet. This one costs $975,000 before the upgrades. The Obey 9F is a stylish NPC car that you can equip with Imani Tech. This car only supports the lock-on jammer, but despite being an NPC car, you can't just steal it off the street and take it straight to the agency. You still have to purchase it for $120,000 before you can put the jammer on it. The Vapid Stania LE Cruiser is another cop car that recently got the Imani Tech compatibility. This car has the lock-on jammer option and skips the rest of the tech upgrades. The cop car is priced at $4,690,000, which is pretty darn wild. The Overflood Pipistrello is a speed demon that recently got the compatibility. Similar to the previous cars on the list, the Pipistrello only supports the lock-on jammer. The supercar currently costs $2,950,000 before any upgrades. The Dinka Double T is one of the two sports bikes that got the Imani Tech with the Agents of Sabotage update. The Double T currently supports the lock-on jammer. It would be interesting to see a bike with full armor plating, but yeah, probably not going to. At $12,000, the Double T is one of the cheapest Imani Tech vehicles you can buy. The Benefactor Krieger is the go-to hypercar in GTA Online, especially for stunt races. I was pleased to see the Krieger in the list of vehicles that got the options. Again, still only getting the lock-on jammer, but coupled with the great handling and the sheer pace, the upgraded Krieger is a very difficult target to hit. This one is $2,875,000 out of the box. So the Maibatsu Sanchez comes in two different breeds. We've got the livery and the original. So the Sanchez has the missile lock-on jammer option only, same as the other ones, and is only $7,000, making it the cheapest Imani Tech capable car so far. Imani Tech and luxury cars go hand in hand. The December update gives us both the Enos Cognoscenti 55 and the armored variant. Now the Imani Tech support brings us the missile lock-on jammer option, same as the other one, and it's best to put it on the armored variant since it comes stock with armor plating. The standard model is $154,000 and the armored variant is $396,000, so well worth the effort. The Grotti Stinger GT is the only classic Ferrari replica with Imani Tech capability. Again, just the lock-on jammer, unlike the TT, which comes with the full package. But you can buy the Stinger GT for $875,000. The Pegassi Batti 801 and 801RR are fantastic, quick and budget-friendly bikes. So this one's got the missile lock-on jammer as well and only comes in at $15,000, and I believe you can steal them off the street. This is still one of my favorite bikes in the entire game. The Pegassi Zeruso is a great looking convertible supercar with a performance to match the looks. The Zeruso only received the lock-on jammer, no armor sadly, but that kind of makes sense because armored plating really wouldn't go well with a convertible. So this one is $1,925,000 out of the box. The Vissa Neo is another sports car that is fun to drive, and it now has the lock-on jammer option. It doesn't come with any other Imani Tech options, which is not a surprise at this point, but only costs $1,875,000, which is pretty reasonable considering what you're getting. The Trafard Z-Type, or Z-Type for our American friends, is the last car I expected to get Imani Tech, but here we are. This sports classic has received the lock-on jammer, and you can pick it up for $950,000 if you're into classic cars. The Coil Cyclone has been part of GTA Online for as long as time. It's a supercar that's recently received the lock-on jammer and is $1,890,000 out of the box. The Anis RE7B is not just aerodynamic too, this supercar grips. It's nice to see the 7B now has the lock-on jammer. It's still a steep one though at $2,475,000 before any upgrades. The Dinka Jester RR has become a favourite among the tuner community in GTA Online. This sports car's just got the lock-on jammer for now, but starts at $1,970,000. The Fister Comet S2 Cabrio is a beloved sports car that's been in the GTA franchise for as long as I've been playing. This one also received the lock-on jammer upgrade, and you can pick it up for $1,797,000 before upgrades. The Bravado Greenwood Cruiser is the police variant of the regular Greenwood, one of my favourite cars in the game. The civilian variant of the Greenwood Cruiser has all the Imani Tech upgrades anyway, but the emergency variant now has the lock-on jammer available. This one will set you back a whopping $4,910,000 before you bring it to the shop. Sticking with the Bravados, the Gauntlet Hellfire is the modern muscle car of choice for all the speed demons out there. This one's got the missile lock-on jammer now and will set you back $745,000 before upgrades. The Declass Vigoro ZX is a great looking muscle car added to the game a few years back. This modern muscle car has got the jammer and will set you back $1,947,000 out of the box. And possibly the first armoured car that just about every new player gets, the Imponte Duke of Death. It's known for its ability to take an absolute beating. This muscle car has received the lock-on jammer, but considering it already has armor and can tank 4 homing missiles, you won't really miss much from additional plating. This one's also free, so yeah, this is a no-brainer. Grab it. The Nagasaki Shitaro is a sweet looking sports bike inspired by the light cycle from Tron. This bike has received the lock-on jammer and will set you back $2,225,000 out of the shop. The Pegasi Zentorno has been winning races in GTA Online forever. It still dishes out a solid performance by today's standards. You can put the lock-on jammer on this hypercar, which is enough to put off most griefers. This will set you back $725,000. The Western Zombie Chopper is a motorcycle of choice for hot rodders. The missile lock-on jammer is the only option available again, and it will set you back a sweet $122,000 plus upgrades. Now, as far as supercars go, the Lampadati Tygon has a unique design language. The Tygon has received the lock-on jammer as well and starts at $2,310,000. The Classique Broadway is a stylish looking retro car that is finally getting the respect it deserves. Same as the others on the list, this one picked up the missile lock-on jammer and starts at around $1 million. The Maibatsu Manchez Scout is a military off-road motorcycle, but don't confuse it with the Scout C that can be requested from the Acid Lab. Missile lock-on jammer again, and this one starts at $225,000 plus upgrades. The Rune Cherburek is a 4-door classic that didn't have much going for it until we got the lock-on jammer. This one's pretty easy on the wallet, starting at $145,000 out of the shop. The Bravado Rumpo Custom is an off-road van with Merryweather written all over it. It's about time the Custom receives the jammer. You can pick this one up for $130,000 plus upgrades. The Anis S80RR is another endurance race car that got the Imani Tech upgrade with the Agents of Sabotage DLC. This car can be equipped with a lock-on jammer and starts at $2,575,000. The Anis Silvestre is a gorgeous sports classic that is more than just looks going for it. This super grippy car is now just that bit harder to hit with the lock-on jammer. You can pick this one up from around $1 million. The Vapid Caracara has already made its spot in our top off-roaders list. This giant truck now has missile lock-on jammers as well, making it even more useful. You can pick this one up for $875,000. The Fister Comet SR is a sports car that requires no introductions. This all-rounder now has a missile lock-on jammer, and if you liked it before, you are going to love it now. The SR starts at $1,145,000. The Declass Impaler LX Cruiser is a classic police car that was added to the game less than a year ago. And now with the missile lock-on jammer available, it's still ridiculously overpriced. If I'm honest, it's $4.8 million. No. The Ocelot XA21 is a high-end supercar known for its looks and handling. You can now equip this one with the lock-on jammer as well. Starting at $2,375,000, it's still a little pricey for my taste, but just look at it. The De-Class Impaler SZ Cruiser is another cop car that's just received the lock-on jammer. Like all cop cars, the Impaler SZ is ridiculously overpriced at $4,720,000 before you take it to LS Customs. The BF Weevil Custom is a funny looking hot rod that holds the title of the fastest car in GTA Online. It can outrun missiles at its top speed, and now you can put the lock-on jammer on it too. The BF Weevil Custom costs close to $1 million before the Imani Tech upgrades, and it still can't turn for shit. The Ocelot Locust is known for its road grip. This roadster also now has the lock-on jammer available with the latest DLC. You can pick up the Locust for $1,625,000. The Gallivanter Bowler LE, the armored variant, is just the same as the regular Bowler, but with bullet-resistant windows. This SUV can also tank a few missiles, and with a lock-on jammer, it's just that much harder to hit. This one will set you back $374,000 plus upgrades. The Obey 9F Cabrio is the convertible variant of the regular 9F with the same performance figures. Similar to the 9F, the Cabrio gets the missile lock-on jammer, but only starts at $130,000 for the base unit. The Willard Eudora is a charming looking vintage muscle car. Although the Eudora has pretty basic performance, and honestly, speed is not what it's for, but pretty basic performance, it now has the lock-on jammer, making it a little bit harder for car meat griefers to ruin your day. The Eudora will set you back $1,250,000 straight out of the showroom. The Karin Futo GTX is the drift car of choice thanks to its small size and snappy steering response. If you don't want to drift tune your Futo GTX, you can put the missile lock-on jammer on it instead. The GTX will set you back $1,590,000 out of the box, and that's a lot of tofu. The Pegassi Infernus is an aggressive sounding supercar and one of the fastest NPC cars in the game. This car can now be equipped with the lock-on jammer. The Infernus does appear at dealerships, and it's worth buying if it becomes available. The Bravado Buffalo S is Franklin's car in story mode, and it's a mid-tier car in online mode as well. The S is now lock-on jammer compatible. You can pick the base unit up for $96,000. The Fister Comet S2 is the slower Comet S2 compared to the Cabrio variant. We now have the lock-on jammer on this one. The Comet S2 can be yours for $1,878,000 plus upgrades. And for the final on the list, the De-Class JB700W is a weaponized classic with a front-mounted machine gun. On top of the machine guns, you can also throw the lock-on jammer on. The 700W will start at $1,470,000. And there we have it, the 50 vehicles that got a serious glow up with Imani Tech compatibility in the last DLC. Whether you're dodging missiles like a pro, trolling griefers, or just cruising Los Santos in style, there's something in this list for everyone. Now, if you found this guide helpful, albeit a bit late, do us a solid and hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe for more no-nonsense GTA Online tips and tricks. Got a favorite Imani Tech ride or setup I didn't mention? Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And in the meantime, check out the video up top for how to make the most of your new Imani Tech toys. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video.